some lively discussions on 3FM Drive.
Yeah, man, you heard Widom Boys, Wiz Khalifa, and Lala Falama. Let me take my time in pronouncing that. EL with Lala Falama. He still hasn't explained what that means, but we'll talk about that later. It's time for Easy Talk. This is where we get into unfiltered discussions and we speak our minds. And I have the team ready with their thoughts all geared up and ready to fire. The question we're asking today is, can a relationship survive without physical intimacy if emotional intimacy is strong? And I feel like I know what Esinu is already going to say. Yeah, I can bet I know what you're going to say, but I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I know what you're going to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the conversation. Abaneke.
Make ready.
The team make ready. Mike is ready. Mike, make us start with you this time. Can a relationship survive without physical intimacy?
Never.
If emotional,
never.
Even if emotional intimacy is
What
is
is
strong.
emotional intimacy when there's no physical intimacy?
No, but you can sometimes you can actually connect with somebody.
Even to light fire on the gas, you have to take matches and light it so that you connect to gas.
Yeah, it's true.
Something starts from somewhere. When there is a physical touch, it develops into the emotions.
Oh, but you see, you can see, like I mean,
You can give somebody a warm hug. Then after that, the person develops some emotional attachment to you. Just that hug alone.
But I've been hugging this person for a very long time. There's no the emotional attachment is not there.
It's going back.
It
depends on how you hug.
But you know, you can actually have physical intimacy with somebody and not necessarily have an emotional intimacy with the person. You may be very much disconnected emotionally.
That is like 99, like 1%.
Especially in the case of men.
Men against men.
No. I'm talking about. I mean, men can have sex, it's too early for that. But they can have any form of physical intimacy and not really be connected.
No matter, you see, every time I get to hear that men will have like 4, they will have one particular one that they like. Myself and you. The moment that particular.
No, speak for yourself.
The moment that particular thing happens, trust me, there is a certain level of commitment and attachment that you develop.
Oh, you do.
There's that. So, and that attachment is called emotions. They are emotions.
Not everybody gets that. That's one you are talking about.
Unless you are using battery heart.
Oh, well, I know some people whose heart is more than battery.
You see, even people, excuse me to say, who go for girls on the street, this prostitution.
Do they connect with them emotionally?
They have one particular one they like. When they go and the person didn't come, don't wait.
And they're all a problem. Papa, you that guy, no.
So, I mean, there's always has to be a physical element before the emotions can develop.
Esinu, do you agree?
No. I don't.
So do you think that there can be a relationship without physical intimacy, especially when the emotional intimacy is strong?
Yes. What happens to those who do distance relationships, like those in distance relationships?
But don't they always anticipate
they do video call
to meet? And they do video calls because they anticipate that one day it should happen, it will happen. It could be as little as a kiss or a hug.
See, Trey, today, distant relationship, the things they do.
Tell me.
I say, the graphical videos that they watch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It passed physical.
Send the mommy.
Mommy. Yeah. One
Baby, I'm going to take a shower.
A shower. Day online.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's true, but you also know that there are people who really, physical touch is not, one of their primary love languages. So these people can actually, the relationship is not really focused.
Like when you meet somebody who is asexual.
That one, which English?
They don't have any sexual drive towards either male, female. They're just there. They are not about sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the first time I'm hearing.
And there are also people that it will shock you to know, because physical touch is not like their primary love language. even if as friends, you give them a hug and
it's
nothing changes.
It's cool.
You get it?
You see, there is hug and there is hug. There is handshake and there is handshake. There is a look you can give somebody. The person will know that, oh, this is the action. All these things that you are saying, you know.
Well, agreed.
What love language?
No,
those things is in the book. 7 love languages.
Well, no, we can't cancel.
I don't have an opinion.
You have
today
to have
we want you to have. What you did yesterday? No, today we want.
I don't have an opinion.
Today we are
See how
interested.
No, I don't have an opinion. I'm just guiding the conversation.
Right.
I'm listening to Michael and I'm listening to Esinu, and I'm just asking myself, questions. Like anytime Michael speaks, I shift.
You get small.
Yeah, and then when you also spoke, truly, let me ask you, Esinu, like Mike, like you mentioned long distance relationship. In anticipation to meet the person, sometimes you're forced to, like Michael was saying, send all these graphic stuff and just to excite the person. And sometimes it's just to tell the person that I trust you, I can share part of me with you, that kind of thing. So it means, does that defeat the answer you are giving me?
I don't think it does entirely, right? Let's go back to our question. Our question says, can a relationship survive without physical intimacy if emotional intimacy is strong? Right. I mean, they said all those things. That's fine. But at the end of the day, they still don't get to meet each other, and they are still surviving. The relationship is still surviving.
But
the relationship is still surviving because efforts are being put into it.
Exactly what I was
There's a certain realm of effort that is being put into it.
Well,
and that kind of realm of effort is what brings about the emotion. That's what keeps them going.
I think, you should change your example.
Okay, let me.
Because I have been in a relationship without all of that before.
Okay.
Yeah. But something kept you going.
What makes you think that?
It's just a talk. Just a talk.
You vibe
being around the person.
Oh, but you can't say everything. So I mean.
Oh no! I don't have an opinion. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that we were and the funny thing is we really hanged out a lot. We will hang out. We would chill. It was just a moment. We would chill, hang out, sometimes hang out with friends, sometimes by ourselves, see the movies, go to church. We're not really, into all of that.
Yeah, but that is your account of the story. The dark room stories we can't.
Oh, there were no dark
room.
We make sure we didn't create any of such moments.
But then you had emotions for each other.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's
but
that.
I believe, to be honest,
it has to be physical. You see.
But it was not physical.
Oh, but physical, what's that mean? I mean, we should define it. It's not like everything looks
that's why
like
we're saying physical intimacy. Okay, let's define it.
Physical intimacy.
We are not saying
lecturer.
Any form of action, physical contact. That one handshake passes for that.
So imagine handshake.
So physical intimacy refers to the close physical contact between individuals, often involving actions like hugging, kissing, holding hands, or sexual activity. It's a way to express affection, love, or desire.
I have shifted. But I don't have an opinion.
You have an opinion today. You have an opinion. Because me, I was stressed on the hug alone.
That's true.
Yeah,
if we are going by this definition,
exactly,
then it may not be able to survive.
That's it, hard though.
Yeah.
This question is not easy.
Yeah. All right. So let's activate the phone line 0559-242-717 0556-910154. We want to hear what you have to say. 0559-242-717 0556-910154. There are some people who say, okay, we may not be doing the actual thing, but we can try other things that seem like the actual thing, and all of that. So, it looks like Mike is beginning to win today's talk. But I want to believe that there are some two people who have been able to survive to marriage.
Without
survive.
Yeah, without holding hands. Because I know somebody who believed that we've drawn our lines. I mean, I immediately broke up with the person. But then, she was clear. We've drawn the lines. I don't want to do this, but I know that even if I visit you, this will happen. So she never visits. She won't come to your house alone. She will not, all those things.
So she's coming to the house with her auntie.
No, she'll make sure she comes with somebody.
Prayer warrior.
All right, so let me begin to pick the calls. I have a call here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Pastor, I didn't Emfa.
Emfa. Oh, how?
Emotional without physical. I no come why I need to
No, but how can you say that? Are you saying that there are no two people who have been able to sustain a relationship without physical intimacy?
Your definition of the physical, the hug. Hug can
and hugging can handshake can kissing can.
Master.
Mo worry answer. Mo worry we are na maye. All right, 0559242717 0556910154. Do not forget to give us your name and where you're calling from when you call. I'll say Emfa, Masadiano, Emfa. Well, I told you I knew where Esinu stands. So, hello. Okay, I lost this one.
I think the problem is most times we're mistaking sexual intimacy.
Okay, for physical intimacy.
Yes. The research I'm doing right now is explaining that. So sexual intimacy is kind of like a subset.
Okay.
Under the physical intimacy. So we have more non-sexual physical intimacy where there's touching, even we sitting close. Is part of physical intimacy.
Yeah.
Eye contact.
Eye contact
is also part. So I think it's broad. So from that perspective, there, Charlie.
Emfa.
We need it.
All right, let me pick this one. Hello.
My guy, how are you?
Cool, boss.
Charlie, what you had to talk there? Go hard.
It go hard. Oh, how you go hard?
My guy, you feel man like this. You go watching face all the time. You know what to get anything. My guy. You go hard for me.
You go hard there. All right, okay. All right, so you see, it's only guys that are saying you go hard. I think girls are able to hold themselves better than guys when it comes to this area.
100%. It's true.
I honestly think that the guys struggle with that, but then the women are able to manage the whole thing when it comes to that, because me, I can do it.
Is that like
physical intimacy.
Even daughter of Zion today is saying you go hard. Daughter of Zion says it will be hard.
No. She's just saying it because
the bigger picture.
Yes, she's looking at the bigger picture.
But why are you trying to defend?
I don't have an opinion.
But you're having an opinion about Esinu's defense.
Okay, no, so I don't have an opinion.
Esinu, after all the explanation and research, say, hey, wait, dear, it go hard. Our daughter of Zion.
All right, guys, if you're listening, the question we're asking today is, can a relationship survive without physical intimacy if emotional intimacy is strong? And let me pick this call. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
Yes, please. I'm Samuel.
Okay, Samuel, let's hear you. Okay, so we lost Samuel, but I'm sure Samuel is about to say Emfa. Emfa. All right, Michael, your last words and Esinu.
For me, like I'm saying, I still stand by where I'm standing. There's nothing. Emotions can never be created without a physical element. And so something starts from somewhere. So it's from the physical, like we have had the definition, small touch, then small waist holding, then small sitting.
But why do you want to hold her waist? If you haven't married her, you want to hold her waist. You see, you hold her waist, she's wearing beads, and your hand will touch it, and it will do something to you, and it will do something to her. Before you realize you are doing things you are not supposed to do.
So you see, that's where the physical thing will come. Or even shaking of hands. Even at church, you say that go around and shake 7 people. then you shake one particular person.
Church inside, they shake hands, you they catch feelings.
You will shake.
Hey, Charlie.
You will shake some soft hand, the whole service is lost. I'm telling you. So there is always a physical touch before all these things happen. I know, and I mean, there are some hugs that you can give that the next moment is a turnaround for you.
All right. Anyway, so I have a guest in the studio. Before you go, before you say what you have to say, because I already know what you're going to say. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out from him. In the studio with us, we have KJ Spio, and he joins us. We will be having a lengthier conversation a bit later, or maybe right after this. But I want to find out from him. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and before we even get into what you do and all of that, what's your take on this matter?
It's a no-go. Please.
He didn't look like somebody that was going to say that.
No, it's a no-go.
Thank you.
Am I a different guy?
No, you have an opinion. You're on our side.
For longevity, you definitely need everything. You know, say man can't live off what they say, bread and something alone, right?
Yeah, right.
So you need everything else. So without the physical touch, that's also a greater form of affection as well.
Wow.
So it's not even just the physicality of it, but it's part of a relationship. So I'm familiar.
Esinu, do you agree? This is your final take.
Okay, so
Looks like you're giving up. Don't give up.
Well, she's saying we can without.
Yeah.
No,
So,
later after her definition, I mean, she's just a hamper. That's all.
why are you doing that to me? I don't like that. So what I think is, I mean, like we just read, there's a broader picture, right? So as a couple, just look at what works for the two of you. I mean, if it's just hugging, you maintain it as that. If you think you can go overboard, you maintain it as that. But it has to be a mutual agreement between both parties. Yeah, thank you.
It's no dear mutual. This one to mutual the inside.
Oh,
But you're two people in a relationship.
Imagine you're dating me. I don't do that.
Hey.
I don't do that.
Yes, if you can't,
I
then
don't
we'll
even
end
hug.
it.
I don't hug.
Yeah. Check tell me.
I don't hug.
I hear that you are living on batteries.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
Right. So you mean, is it like a platonic friendship or is it a relationship?
Relationship.
So you,
Don't ask your next question.
It's a relationship.
We get it.
I mean, you are two people in a relationship, right? If something works for me, it doesn't work for you. We have to meet each other at like a middle ground.
That's
If
true.
you think you're not okay, you exit.
so that would
That's
work
it.
for you to be in a space where there's no physical.
No, that's what I'm saying, that there's a broader picture now. It's not just the sexual intimacy that is part of physical intimacy.